What's up, you guys? So I am back to talk about a topic that I thought was dead and gone. Jeannie Mai's comments about liking dark meat on the side and white meat keeping her lean and mean. I thought that was over. We talked about it years ago, but it's becoming a hot topic again. It's trending on the internet again because Jeezy was asked about it in an interview with the Morning Hustle, and he actually defended Jeannie Mai and the comment she made about liking dark men on the side and white men keeping her lean and mean. Now, I did a whole video about this, and so I'll put a link to this video, the video I did that showed her comments in the top right hand corner. There'll be a link to that video. In that video, Lonnie asked her, does she date black men? And she responded, she loves black men. Like, not only does she date black men, she responded, I love black men. But she was like, for me, dark meat on the side, white meat keeps me lean and mean. That's why I married a white man. Those are her exact words. You can check out the video. Those are her exact words. So for me, it's no taking it out of context when those are your exact words, especially when someone asks you a question. When someone asks you a question, that puts your answer into context because you're answering a question. But Jeezy says that Jeannie Mai's comments about dark meat were taken out of context. Now, speaking of context, I do have a link to the full video of his interview with the Morning Hustle below if you want to get the full interview and the full context of what he said. But this is what he said regarding Jeannie Mai's comments about liking dark meat on the side.
But did you hear, I've always wanted to ask you this. So there was a comment that she said on The Real a while ago, and she basically said she likes her, what was it, lean and white meat, but then she likes her dark meat on the side. Did y'all ever talk about those comments that she made back in the day?
I'm gonna tell you how real she is.
Because you the entree now, FYI.
Always the entree. But before we even started, I think we had that conversation.
Really?
First thing, when we really talked, she sat me down and she said, listen, it was something that I said, and it might have got taken out of context, and I want you to listen to it in its entirety. And I did. And I think you guys do journalism. Mm-hmm. You guys do, hey, people can take what they want. You know what I'm saying? And I know her people, I know her family. I ain't never felt no sense of racism. She comes from the Bay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
She eats chitlin.
Right. You know, like she knows E40 better than me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just think sometimes like people look for things in people, but at the same time, you got to know I'm a good judge of character, and I'm not gonna do nothing that's gonna jeopardize my integrity. But she's so solid. That's one of the first conversations we had.
That's fine.
Like, you different.
So you hear Jeezy defended Jeannie, and he put it in the context of she's so real. This is how real she is. This is how solid she is, that we had this conversation when we really first started talking. And he basically said some things were taken out of context. And like I said, I feel like what she said wasn't taken out of context. I feel like the context was the question. She was asked the question and she answered the question. I feel like that was the context. And I feel like she said what she felt at that time. I think she's changed since then. She's changed as far as her dating preferences, and she's also changed in other ways, like regarding her health. And she shared that as well. So I feel like at the time, Jeannie Mai was trying to follow a certain path. Like if you grow up in America, like America idolizes white men. So I can see why she would, idolize white men and say, white men keep me mean and lean. Growing up in America, that's what you're taught. But I feel like she's living her truth now. To be honest with you guys, I feel like she's living her truth being with Jeezy, because it was obvious she always wanted to be with a black rapper. That's what she likes. And Jeezy, it's obvious that he wants to be with a non-black woman that likes black men. It's obvious that's what he likes. And to be completely transparent with you guys, I have to let you know that I don't look at Jeezy as a prize. I don't feel like Jeannie has a prize on her hands. This is just my opinion. I feel like Jeezy is more of a problem. If you look at his past, like he's had multiple children with multiple women and has never been married. Like he's never married the mothers of his children. So I feel like that's problematic. And then secondly, it recently resurfaced that he basically put a bounty out on Gucci's chain. He said anybody that could get the chain of Gucci, basically steal his chain, he would pay them $10,000 allegedly. And then when his friend went and tried to get Gucci's chain and rob Gucci, his friend ended up getting killed. And that resurfaced on the Versus battle they had recently. And it just reminds me of how problematic Jeezy can be. And that's why I don't look at him as a prize. I don't feel like Jeannie Mai got a prize. That's my personal opinion. And I really feel like Jeannie was being dishonest with herself about her dating preferences. I feel like she preferred black men, but for all that time and all that time that she was married, she was being dishonest with herself about what she preferred. Now, that's my personal opinion. And I just want to bring up something else regarding Jeannie Mai. I feel like we've seen her do a transformation since she's been the host of The Real and we've been following her story. I feel like we've seen her do a transformation as far as who she's with romantically, and then also physically, like her physical transformation. I feel like as she has aged and matured, that she's become more of herself, like keeping it real with herself, that she does prefer black men, and her physical transformation regarding her weight. And the reason I bring this up, because it always struck me how when she talked about men, she compared them to food, and she basically said how white men keep her mean and lean. And then she came out probably almost a year later, she came out and said how she was actually having an issue with her weight. I don't know if it was like anorexia. I don't know if she was like diagnosed officially, but she came out and revealed that she did have a weight issue. So I feel like she was trying to keep herself on a certain path. She was trying to keep herself stick thin because that's what white America wants. And she was trying to keep herself with a white man. And so this is what she said in the caption when she came out about the issue she was having with her weight. She said, "On the left is the first time I tried on this dress at a weight I've kept for 12 years, 103 pounds. Staying 103 pounds came from my self-control to lose chubby teenage weight and a stressful idea that my body was built to look best thin. And I'm nearing my 40s. I realized that I've been through so much mentally and emotionally. Why the hell should my body be forced to suffer from my over-controlling ways too? So 3 months ago, I started a new eating plan and training program and gained 17 pounds. So that would take her to 120. I don't have a weight goal, just a promise to be as physically strong as I am mentally indestructible. So far, I'm 3 months of eating more, clean protein, and saying yes to carbs. Girl, she's saying yes to carbs, lifting heavy weights, best therapy ever, and truly loving all of me. Not sure where I'm headed, but I know I'm going to look the best I've ever looked." So this is when she first revealed that she did have an eating issue. And I feel like, the eating issue and her dating preferences kind of go hand in hand with her keeping it real with herself. I think now she's keeping it real with herself that yes, she does like black men, and she's keeping it real with herself regarding her body and allowing her body to be healthy and allowing herself to eat full meals. So again, and this is just my opinion, for those type of men that want to be with non-black women that like black men, and then you have a non-black woman like Jeannie that likes black men, I feel like they go hand in hand. But that's my opinion. Like I said, this has become a hot topic again. It's trending on the internet. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about it. As always, thanks for watching.